So we get a ton of DMs, questions from you guys, kind of trying to pick my brain a little bit about what goes on, what we do, and how we do it. And this is going to kind of lean into the mentorship that we are launching here soon, but I figured I would start to make some videos just answering some of the questions that we do get in our DMs that I think would work for multiple people, because most times if you have that question, then somebody probably does too. So, and our first one is from Ktown_creative with a K. He says, "Hey Chris, I love your work. Your setups are awesome. You get so much quantity and quality is amazing. Do you feel if I am just doing portraits for a team and not compositing, is this style of work still valuable to the client? I love the composites, but I know the team and I know what they're asking in portraits. They're asking about portraits, but aren't interested in group photos. Again, thanks for all the behind the scenes. Seriously, a great look into your world." Thank you so much, Ktown Creative, for hitting me up with this question. I'm going to read back one more time. It says, "Do you feel if I am just doing portraits for a team and not compositing, is this style of work still valuable to the client?" So what I think he's asking is that if he's already going to be there doing the work, would it be in his interest to just either offer the team photo or just do it and maybe try to sell it to them after as an upsell? I think that's up to you. I do think that the more work you can do for every client, as long as it's not pushing you beyond your boundaries of the amount of work you wanted to do, you should do it. And especially if you're in the beginning stages of your career, it can't help to offer more. Don't get lost in the weeds with this. I wouldn't sit there and for every client, just try to give them, the kitchen sink of things. I think you do need to stick to what you agreed upon doing. But in this instance, if I was already there and I was shooting these photos and I could composite them or I could knock them out, extract the image from the background easily, and I was going to shoot them with poses where they would make sense for a composite team photo, I would 100% do it. You never know till you try. So at least do it one time and see if it works. Again, if you're going to go down the route of just doing it and then trying to upsell, that's always an option. Or you could just work it out with, "Hey guys, I'm already going to be doing this. Would you guys want to upsell them prior to the shoot with an extra whatever amount that you would want to charge to do the work for compositing?" The cool part about compositing is that it's always done after and you already have the images. So if you plan before, you kind of will double dip. You'll get the portrait you want and you'll have the image for the composite, and then you can either do a false background no matter what, or you can go make a team photo. I will say just pay attention to the size of each player. If you're going to do a team photo, put it on a tripod. All right, dude. Thank you again, Ktown Creative. This next question is going to be from Julio Trindade. I think that's how you say it. Sorry, dude. I'm very bad with that. It says, "Hey, Chris, congrats for the business. That's awesome. Could you advise me on how you usually charge clients? Is there an initial fee or do you charge per extra photo?" So this is like the Wild West. There are probably a few ways that most people do it, and then there's the ways that everyone else decides to do it. It really is up to you and your clients. How we do it changes depending on what we're doing. If we're shooting a single team versus shooting maybe a small group of people versus shooting a larger group and then up to big leagues. So they're all kind of different business models. I would always go with an initial fee. I would go with some type of upfront cost for you just to show up that would cover maybe your travel, the kit fee, and your time on site. Now, it's up to you how much you want to put in after. So if you're doing compositing, it's going to be much more work than everything was done in camera. So that rate can also change or sway depending on what the amount of work that you're going to do after. For us, we have kind of a built-in system, so I'm able to streamline it we're able to do, 1,000 players in a day versus going to just doing one single travel team of just 13 players. Now, I will say, when we do big volume, that fee that they pay to us is much smaller than if we go do a single travel team. And for our single travel teams, we do a per player price. And then we do include our composite team photo as part of that per player price. Now, if we end up doing a team, let's say, and not enough players showed up, like we'll go do the all-star, and let's say out of the 8 all-star teams, one team has 4 players. Then what I usually do is, because every team does get a free team photo or a composite team photo from the individual images, I'll usually give them an opportunity to get what we call the digital buddy, where I just make a photo of a couple players together, like a group photo, and we sell it to them. So that's what I would do. For extra photos, that's totally up to you. We provide a set amount of pictures in our gallery, and that is just per the charge that we were already charging them. We don't hold other images. We only shoot exactly what we need. So if you're doing more like senior or individual player portraits on the field or whatever, you might want to work in a cost where you're getting 5 to 10 deliverables, and then all the extra ones you shoot, maybe you put in a gallery behind a paywall if they want to upsell. Or you have a site where you could put all of them up there and then make your packages specific to how many they're able to put within your package, and then you can charge however you want for individuals after that, or downloads and all that. So yeah, thanks again, Julio Trindade. I appreciate the comment, and hopefully this helped you out. Yeah. All right, so this last one we're going to do right here, this was a woman named Colette Creative, and let's see what she has to say. It says, "Hi, hello from Belfast in Northern Ireland. I find your videos so helpful. I'm pretty new to volume sports photography. I just shot my first small job. I was just wondering about the sign up, the kid's name, the QR process. Do you match that up to the student post?" So this is a dang good question for volume, and we do get it along. I'm going to explore it so much more in our mentorship, but this is kind of baity, because there are definitely opportunities or there's definitely times when you're going to need all of this, and sometimes you won't need any of it. So just wondering about the sign up, do kids name list or QR process? So we always try to get the roster or get the player team information before we show up. We can pre-populate our system with that, and that helps us have everything organized before we show up. Now, we also can take a registration where parents sign up through a link in a form that I create, which takes that information that you might get up front, and we do get it up front. It's just an individual sign up process. In that process, we can also take a deposit, or we could take it and make it so they're signed up, but they get cash on the site. Or let's say there's a lot of players and the team's paying for the entire team, so they can all just sign up individually, but then we get one payment from the team. So there's many different ways to handle that. I would say look into different systems for large volume. They're gonna cost you a monthly fee, but there's ProofPix, GotPhoto, PhotoDay are just to open. I think Pixieset has some new type of sports volume backend payment system and client organization as well. So I would check all those out for sure. Do you match that with the student post? So the QR process thing, it just depends on how you want to use the QR. Right now, currently, we slate our image with the paper you would print that has the QR on it, but we don't need or use the QR for anything in it. So that's just how you want to, I would say look into how QR is used for multiple people or multiple teams, and you'll kind of figure out how you want to do it. And do you match that up to the kid in post? So yeah, so for us, I do something that most people don't do, is I slate the back of the image with a name and a team, so that my post team, if we need to find something later, if we happen to miss a player in a team photo, or let's say I just didn't pick his select we were calling, I can always go back when the parent's like, hey, we're missing Damian Marley. And I could go look up Marley, and then I find that we haven't done, we renamed his image because we had the post or after we shot it. And it was much easier just to kind of get through that. So that's just my system that I built. Everyone's going to be different depending if you have a team that's able to help you with that. I don't expect you to be able to name and go through hundreds of players while still being able to change the name for each image, because that's a whole other open door of how you would run your business. So, and we'll get deeper into that again into mentorship, which we are going to be having probably soon in the next couple of weeks, ready to go with that. And yeah, so that was 3. So I figured I'd do 3. That was a good start. This video is something that I've never done before, so I'm super excited to kind of do it. Hopefully it brings people into our YouTube page, Chris Horwood Photography, if you're not over there, and our Instagram channel, Chris Horwood Photography over there. Please, if you're on YouTube, give us a follow and a like and comment. Let us know if you do have any questions. I can do the same thing for YouTube comments. So if you have any questions, leave them in our comment section below. Follow us on Instagram. If you're on Instagram, please go over to YouTube and give us a follow. Again, if you're seeing us on either platform, I guess you can leave comments and I will try to answer them the best I can. If you shoot me a DM, I can't promise that it will get done fast, but I'll do my best to start working through these and answering these questions and getting back to people. This seems like a better outlet to do it than to just kind of answer people back with information that a lot of people kind of want to know. You guys are great. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. And until next time, I'll see you when I see you. Aloha.